Good afternoon. I'm very early today. Let me give you the style. Hi, the zeal of the Lord. This is what we are making today. I'm very early today. I think I'm 5 minutes early, safe. So this is what we're making today. Can we all see it? It's an off-shoulder dress with strap. And the strap, let me quickly give you people a quick analysis of the style. Somebody want to, I should forward to you.
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute, I'm with you all. So it's an off-shoulder dress. It's a straight dress. Then from the knee, it's having two-step flay. So for the flay, you're going to be attaching crinoline at the M line of the flay. Then the one on the shoulder also, can you see it, this one? On Facebook, can you people see it? It's also flay. This flay, you're not going to cut the center of it, the circumference. You know the way we used to cut circumference to attach to it. You will not cut it. You just cut it like a circle on its own, just a complete circle. Then you cut two and use one to turn the other. Do you get? That's how to go about that one. You know, when you're turning, you just make a little cut so that you'll be able to turn everything to the good side. So that's how to go about the one on the sleeve. And I think is it 3? So that 3 or 2? Anyone that is okay with you, you do. Okay. You are all welcome to class. Today's class is proudly sponsored by Sherry Moon. Sherry Moon, are you in class? A big shout out to you. Hopefully she's here. Yes, Sherry Moon is here. Good afternoon, Sherry Moon. She's our Facebook follower. Hi everyone. YouTube swag. Yes, I've got my YouTube swag here. Today is for flaunting my YouTube swag. All right, so let's just go straight into the business of the day. Where are the latecomers? Today is early comers, no latecomer. You're all welcome to class. So let's start. We're going to be using Ankara fabric for it, but she said I should not sew it, but I'll give you people tips as per the sewing. And looking at the style, you know me, if they give me style, I used to go and look at the intestine of the style. I've checked the style out very well. There's no princess seam. It doesn't have a princess dash, no bustier. It's just regular waist dart with a boss dart. Okay, so there's no princess seam there. Have you checked it? There's no bustier there. No.
Yes.
There's no bustier. There's no princess seam. So it's just a regular waist dart with a bust dart. That's what is on the style, and we're going to be replicating it exactly the way it is. So let's just get straight into the business of the day. Moderator will take your comments. Sorry, I'm not reading comments because I want us to just go straight to the point. I'm early. I'm happy. Let's get started. I'll prefer blue choco.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to class.
So this is the fabric I'm going to be using. So the place, okay, don't worry, I have it.
Okay, the zeal of the Lord, hi, welcome.
The zeal of the Lord. How you doing?
Shekinah John, good afternoon, Malika.
Hi, Shekinah John.
Diana, okay.
So let's get started. Please, if you have questions, feel free to ask.
Okay, the star.
Sherry Moon, big shout out to you. Please pay attention.
Who is the star?
So I'm going to start with the front. Then we'll use the front to cut out the back. We are going to cut everything that is on the star. Everything. Okay. So this is folded into two. We are going to be drafting the front. Draft the front first. Sorry, I need blue shock. I think I should use blue shock since I'm using white lining. This is the lining, by the way.
Sorry.
I'm blessed. So let me quickly read out the measurements we are working with, because we're going to be cutting this with our measurements. Sherry Moon. Okay, so we are working with bust 43, waist length, shoulder to waist length is 19, waist circumference is 39.5. Wow, waist circumference 39.5. Okay. Hip circumference is 43. Our shoulder is 16.5. You need the bust circumference, waist circumference, hip circumference, shoulder to nipple point, shoulder to waistline, shoulder to hip line, and then shoulder to gown knee. Okay, those are the measurements you need. Okay, I already have all the measurements in here, and we are going to work with the measurements. Okay.
Okay, Sandra Mackenzie, what happened to our regular moderator?
Moderator is late. Moderator is late today. This is Lovett moderating. She's also, in fact, she was our first moderator. So this is the starting point line. So the bust is 43, so I'm making the length of the armhole to be 9. Then the nipple point is shoulder to nipple. Shoulder to nipple is 12. Shoulder to waistline is 19. Then the hip line is 29. Then shoulder to knee is 38. Okay, so that 38, add your seam allowance of half an inch to it. Okay, then you extend all these lines, extend all the lines.
Nolin, he's saying, good afternoon, sweet Nika.
Hi, Nolin.
Oyema Oluchukwu, good afternoon, sweet mama.
Hi, Oyema Oluchukwu.
Sandra Mackenzie, fire her. Yeah, lovely. Good morning, lovely. Good morning, ma. Okay, the zeal of the Lord, senior moderator, love it.
So this is the shoulder, the chest line, nipple point, waistline, hip line, and then gown knee with half inch allowance. Okay, so here leave the chest line first. On the leave the shoulder first, come to your chest line, that is the length of your armhole. Come there, put the bust circumference divided by 4. The bust circumference is 43 divided by 4. Fastest finger in the comment section. 43 divided by 4, I think that should be 10.75. You mark 10.75. Then you put your seam allowance. For the seam allowance, I'm doing 2 inches. Then jump the nipple point line, come to the waistline, and then you put the waist circumference divided by 4. The waist circumference is 39. These are measurements. It was not 39.5 we got when I measured you this morning, no, Sherry Moon. But if you say it's 39.5, we'll work with it like that. 39.5 divided by 4. 39.5 divided by 4.
10.75. Yes, Oye Maoluchuku, 10.75.
Thank you, Oye Maoluchuku. 39.5 divided by 4. That would be 9.8. You put it. You put your seam allowance. I'm going to be adding that of 1.5 to the measurement. 1.5 that to the measurement. Then on the hip line, you put the hip divided by 4. Hip circumference is 43 divided by 4. That would be 10.75. You mark it. Then you put your seam allowance. Then whatever you have here, minus 1.5 and put at the knee. So this is 13, almost 13 minus 1.5. And if you don't want it to be too tapered here, instead of minus 1.5, you can just minus 1 and put it there. Okay, then you connect all these points together. I'm going to reduce this hadat to 1 inch, please. Don't like the way the shape is on the waistline. Actual measurements, seam allowance, and then 1 inch. We're using 1 inch for the dart. Please take note of that.
So this is what you're drafting.
1 inch darts. Then I'll connect to the hip line.
Okay, Modele, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, Modele.
The zeal of the Lord, welcome, Modele. Williams, Temitope, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi.
Modele saying hi to zeal of the Lord. Okay, you are greeting. Francisca Aje, Mamiya, please, how are you?
So can you see? So the next thing you're going to do, you come to the nipple point line, you put the nipple to nipple distance divided by 2. So nipple to nipple is 8.5 divided by 2. You put it there, whatever it is. Here now is 4 1/4. You mark the 4 1/4, and then you're just going to roll it downward, and then it's stopping 2 inches above the hip line. Okay, this is the hip line right here. 4.2. 2 inches above the hip line. Please, if there's anything I'm doing that is not clear to you, Sherry Moon, do not hesitate to ask. Can you see? Then the dart intake, I added 1 for the dart, so the dart intake is going to be 1/2 inch on both sides of the line. 1/2 inch to the left and 1/2 inch to the right. And I'm going to connect just like this. When you're sewing your darts, you stop 1 inch before you get to the actual nipple point line. So you're stopping 1 inch before you get to the nipple point line, just like this. All right, so the next thing is to put the bust dart. So let me extend the nipple point line to the side seam like so. Then the dart is going to be 1.75 for the bust dart. Please use the difference between the front and the back weights. Okay. Then you connect it back to the nipple point like this. And when you're sewing this dart also, it's going to stop 1 inch before it gets to the actual nipple point line. Can you see? Now, the down part is ready like this. So the next thing is to work on the upper part. So now let me check the style so that we can see how it looks. 1 minute. Okay. See, it's having a sweetheart, but the sweetheart is very, very slight, like slight sweetheart. Okay, so I'm going to be minusing 6 for our off shoulder, 6 inches, just minus 6. And on this 6 inches mark, I'm going to put our shoulder measurement divided by 2 minus 2.5. So our shoulder is our shoulder is 16.5 divided by 2, 16.5 divided by 2, that would be 8.25, then minus 2.5, that would be 5.75. So I'll measure 5.75 here. That's going to be the width of our neckline. Okay, so it's just going to be like this. Can you see it? Then you just create the sweetheart shape. It's just a slight sweetheart shape. Are you seeing it? Then as it's coming like this, it's ending back at the armhole side.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I feel the answer you decide to fire you.
Sorry, I'm late today.
So this is it. When you are replacing your strap, the length of your strap is going to be twice whatever you have here. We might not 6, so twice this 6 is going to be the length of your strap. So that will be 12 inches. Okay, now let me give you room to ask your question before we cut this out, because we're going to be using this to cut out the back. Question.
Please rephrase your question so that we can get it.
Question, sharp, question, sharp, question.
Letty, moderator. Okay. Question, please. Thank you all. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Question, please.
If there's no question, I'll go ahead. I'll cut this out. I'm still going to be using this part to cut the back, so I will just cut it straight first.
Thank God I made it to class today. Well done, sweet mama. Okay.
Thank you.
12 inches is for what? That's Dairo.
Maybe they measure 12 inches. It's for the strap. I minus 6, so twice that 6 is going to be the length of your strap. The strap that is, I'm not sure that it's having strap.
Please, ma, the 2.5 you minus at the shoulder, is it constant for all sizes?
Yes, for shoulder.
Okay, that's from Monima Olushuku. Thank you, Francisca. No cutting until we see the design.
If you want to ask for the design, please just ask. Don't say no cutting until you see the design.
Please, ma, run through. No more recap. A quick recap. This is the design, Abby.
Please notch the bust dart. Notch the bust dart. Can you see? Then you transfer the bust dart.
This is what we are doing.
You transfer the point to the other side.
Let's
transfer this one also to the other side. Where it's stopping here also, you transfer it like that. Do you understand?
The of the law, recap, please.
It's an off shoulder. Don't come and use recap and waste time. The style is a very busy one. We still have the flat to cut. We have so many things to cut. It's an off shoulder, so that we will not be confused. I started from the shoulder. From the shoulder, you measure the armhole, nipple point, waistline, hip line, then the gowning. Then the next thing you do on your chest line, you put the bust circumference divided by 4, the seam allowance on the waistline, waist circumference divided by 4 plus your seam allowance, and then 1 inch for the dart intake. Note, this 1 inch can be changed depending on your bust size or depending on the difference between the bust and the waist. Okay, so adjust it accordingly. I've explained this before, so I'm not going to go into detail on that. So on the hip line, you put the hip divided by 4, then whatever hip divided by 4 plus your seam allowance, then whatever thing you have here minus 1.5 and put at the knee. And if you don't want it to be too tight, instead of minusing 1.5, you minus 1 and just put here like this. Okay, then as for the neck area, the neck width is going to be the shoulder measurement divided by 2 minus 2.5. So once you locate it, you just connect it to the chest line like this. Can you see it? Even if you don't want to curve it, you can slant it. Still the same thing. Then the style is having like a slight sweetheart neck. So from the, we might not cease to this point, right? So from here, come down by 1 and just give it a slight sweetheart shape like this. Okay, so I've not cut this house because I still want to use this one to get the back. Now let's move on.
Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So for the back, you fold your fabric into 2 again.
Thank you, ma. That's what you play at the Novella. Dairo Ojayo saying thank you.
You're welcome. It's Sherry Moon that is sponsoring today's video. Please let me check on her.
Sherry Moon, are you here? Please signify you are here on Facebook or WhatsApp. Sorry.
Facebook. She's on Facebook.
Yes.
Sherry Moon is on Facebook.
Thanks, ma, for the explanation. Thanks, ma.
Sherry
Francisca, thank you. Zeal of the Lord, thank you. Thank you so much. Mudupe Adenuga Willa, thank you all. Manuel Beatrice, thank you, thank you, thank you. Esther, thank you. Sherry Moon is here. Good afternoon.
Okay. So now,
Abby Jane.
yay! Hi, Abby Jane.
Hi, Sherry Moon is here. I'm here.
Okay, so the back waist length is going to be shorter by the width of your bust dart. The bust dart is 1.75. So from the waistline here, I'm going to come upward by 1.75. Are you seeing it? So this is where the back waistline is going to be.
Sherry Moon, the whole house is thanking you. Sherry, thank you. Sherry, thank you. Sandra Mackenzie, Marashi
1.75.
Promise.
Just like
Everyone is saying thank you.
Are you seeing it? And let me roll it.
She says she's following.
So to prevent zipper bulging, I'm going to go in by 0.75. Connect it upwards. And then take it downward like so. The zip allowance, for your zip allowance, I don't know what you want to use, but let's use 1.25. 1.25 for your zip allowance.
Lucy, thank you so much. The tutorial is very helpful. And Amaya is saying she reached out on WhatsApp, no response, ma.
Who?
Mamiya. Vivian Duru is saying sweet Yinka.
Yes.
Parara.
This one is
I
Parara.
don't know, maybe Parara. It's Parara now. She's just hyping you.
Thank you. So I'm just going to trace the.
Mamiya, please
sorry.
take it easy. That's the zeal of the Lord. Francisca, thanks to the sweet sponsor, Sherry.
Sorry, the waistline at the back. I think we should just grab the back because I don't have energy to explain too much now. If I do this further, they'll come ask me too many questions.
Now I'm alone in this class. No friend, nobody. Mamiya.
So I'm just tracing this shape. Just like this. You know, you're going to stop 1.75 before you get to the front waist length. You know, I already marked it. So this is what it looks like.
Look at Denuga. Mamiya is Yinka's big baby. She'll sort her out. It's okay.
Mamiya, you're on your own. Or you're for you,
God
Mamiya.
richly bless you, Sherry. That's Francisca.
So can you see from here to here? Ignore this one. You can even see the distance is 1.75.
Lucy is asking, do you have private WhatsApp group for students?
No. All right, so this is the chest area. So the width for the neckline is 5.75, which is stopping here. So for the neck depth at the back, you don't want to have sweetheart at the back, so don't put that shape of sweetheart. That's why I said you should rule it straight first. So for the depth, depends on you. Let's do 2 inches, and then you just connect it like this. Are you seeing it? Just connect it this way, and then you blend it.
Kemi is singing for Mamiya, preparing pay.
So can you see we have traced the upper part of the waistline? So the next thing you want to do, you're also going to put this waistline on this your line, the actual waistline now. Just put it. And then you trace out the shape of the hip. Trace the shape of the hip out. And that's it though. Basically.
Olusuke is saying to Mamiya, you are not alone. I think our switching car is fast because of network and light too. Okay. And
So
sister, you're my personal person.
this is how it looks. So now let's do some confirmation here. So on the waistline, start from this line, measure the waist divided by 4 so that you see the excess that is there and see if you're still going to reduce it or you leave it like that. So the waist is 9.8. Then I'm left here with exactly 3 inches. Okay, so that means the seam allowance is 2 and the dart here is 1 also.
Cindy is greeting you.
Hi,
good
Cindy.
afternoon.
So for you to pull the back dart from this line, go in by your nipple to nipple distance divided by 2. You're going to roll it straight upward, stopping 1 inch before the chest line, and then stopping
Mamiya
2
is saying
inches
thank you to all.
after the hip line.
Thank you all. Amen.
This is the hip line here that I'm trying to bring out. Bring it out from here, please. So I'll roll it. It's stopping 2 inches above the hip line, just like so. The dart is 1, so you take that of 1 inch on both sides of the line. Half inch here, half inch here, half on both sides, right? Then you connect it back this way and then this way.
Temitope Oyebi is saying thank you, switching car.
Can you see? Then on the hip line also, confirm your hip divided by 4, starting from your zip allowance, please. Hip divided by 4. And be sure you have your allowance. So I'm reducing this allowance, it's more than. So you connect it. And then like that all the way down. Can you see? Just like this. Okay. Another thing we want to do here, see where it's stopping here, go in by half an inch and then you connect it back to the hip. Can you see? Then the zip allowance is 1.2 and then you connect it like so. Any question? Any question? Forget the shape. By the time you hold your dart, everything will come out nice and follow a body shape. Any question, Sherimon?
Lucy is saying, how long is your dart?
The dart is stopping 2 inches above the hip line. So just use your hip line to come up and get the length of your dart. It's not the same for everybody here, so that's why I don't want to tell you. Mamia, how are you?
Sherimon.
Any questions?
Please.
Let's be doing sharp so that we can still cut the other ones.
Okay, she said clear.
Okay, so we can go ahead and cut this out.
Lucy saying, okay, thank you. Let's move on, ma'am.
We are already moving, man. We are moving.
Please remember to click the like button. Now, please, why did you ignore the first line on the chest level? That's Esther.
Esther, because I positioned it wrongly, so I readjust it.
Sitting car. She's not
Yes.
happy. That's Mamia.
Mamia.
Question time. Okay, sitting car.
Mamia, what happened now? Why are you not happy?
Adebimpe saying, let's move on. Is the back length going to be equal to the front?
It's going to be equal because you can see we use it to cut it out, so it's definitely going to be equal. By the time you sew in your bust dart, it's going to be the same thing.
The upper parts.
It's going to be the same.
Onesta is saying thank you, ma.
The upper part, there's no big deal on the upper part. Just use this one and trace it out. You know, this one is having sweetheart, and I've not called the sweetheart so that we can just have a straight line first to work with. The depth of the neckline here is 2, so you connect it and then finish it. Simple. So that's it with this one. Now I'll cut the sweetheart shape. So this place that the strap is going to be, you'll notch it. Okay?
This next time, Mamia, we love you.
Mamia, my sweetheart. Alright, so that's it with
the day I will sponsor this class, I won't allow anybody to talk, just me and moderator. It's okay, that's Mamia.
So that's it. So now let's move on to the flay. The lower part is having flay. It's having 2-step flay, okay? So what you need to do is for you to go now, you join these pieces together and you come back and measure the circumference of the hem line, okay? You measure the circumference of the hem line. So now that I'm not going to join this and I want to cut it, this is what I'm going to do. You know, I come in by 1.5 on the hip at the knee line. I come up by 1.5. So that 1.5, because this fabric now is into 4, we have 2 for the back and then the front is folded into 2, right? So that means it's into 4. So multiply the 1.5 by 4. Whatever it gives you, you're just going to minus it from the hip circumference. That will give you the circumference for the hemline of the gown. Ask question. Let me take it again.
Yeah, okay.
You have option of joining them, like finish the sewing of this particular one. Then you measure the circumference of the hemline, like the circumference of the knee area, before you cut your flay. Or you do it this way, now that I'm not joining it, and I enter in on the knee line by 1.5. You know, I just measure what I have on the hip, minus 1.5 and put at the knee. That's what I did. So that 1.5, because the fabric is into 4, so you multiply the 1.5 by 4. If you multiply 1.5 by 4, what will it give us? Fastest finger in the comment section should be 6. Well, let somebody answer. So that's 6, you just minus it from the hip, and that's the circumference of the down part.
Okay. How can I join your live class?
You are there already.
Yes, Bereshi.
Bereshi, you are there already. You have joined the live class already.
We get it, the zeal of the Lord.
Okay.
Shema 6, fastest finger. Iberi, and how much, please?
This live class now is free. Are you not here? You are here now. That's what's a hip.
Sis.
A hip is, somebody should answer in the comment section because we will use the hip to bring this one out.
You
Hip is
see,
43.
I'm a little bit confused. Where exactly?
43 minus 6. That
That's
would be
not
37. So the circumference of the knee area is going to be 37. So that's what you're going to use.
Okay, Modipa is saying, I'm sure she means being a student.
Oh, okay. Please contact me. My contact
Moderator,
is
if you
there.
didn't show your face to us today.
Oh yeah,
you're
let's move
fired.
on.
Okay.
37. So the
Yes.
circumference of the knee is going to be 37. Then the length of the flay, the first one and the second one, you decided. So now let's determine it. The length she wants
Somebody is saying, so it's Lucy said 1.5 multiplied by 4. Okay.
Yes, because Lucy, what are you saying again? See, on the hip line, we have hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 for allowance. So whatever we have on the hip, we just minus 1.5 and put at the M line, right? So I now said you have option of finishing this part, like finish this whole thing before you cut your flay for the lower part, or just do it like this. It's just simple. Since you minus 1.5 from hip circumference, multiply that 1.5 by 4. Whatever it gives you, minus it from the hip circumference. That will give you the knee circumference. Okay? Please, auntie, that gown that you saw, that one with pleating. Hey, yes, give me.
And Happiness saying maybe she wants to support the channel. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, so now it's just like something like this, right? But this one is not pencil though. Or just look at it straight like this. You have the option of finishing this part, like join everything, then come and measure the M line here. Whatever it gives you, that's what you're going to use to cut out the flay. Is it clear now?
Rachel, good afternoon, sweetie. You can moderate, so you are welcome, Rachel.
So after forget the allowance. By the time you are sewing, is it not allowance you will sew? Okay. When you sew allowance, what will you be left with on the hip line? So minus the 1.5 from the hip, okay? It's as simple as that. Because flay doesn't have allowance, except if you want to join it. At least I think this one too we have join it anyway. I want them to get this one first. So the circumference here is 37.
Yes, it's clear. Now it's clear. Sherry Mom.
The circumference at the knee is 37. So for you to determine the length of the flay, you minus the knee from your total gown length. And knee length is 38. Yes. Thank you. Then
please remember to click the like button.
Shoulder to knee, shoulder to knee.
Juliana, clear.
Shoulder to knee is 38, and then the full gown length is 60. So for you to know the length of the flay to be attached here, minus the knee from the full length. So 38 minus 60, that is going to be 22. Okay, so the length of your flay should be 22. And this 22, you're going to add seam allowance for joining it to the upper part and then for hemming it. And the hemming is just going to be like half because you're turning with lining. Okay, so that 22, okay, you need it to flow very well. You can just add 2 inches, okay, to the 22, making 24. So the length of the flay is going to be 24.
Ladon, you are welcome.
So is it clear? For the long one, then then for the small one, for the small flay, you know the flay is 2-step. For this
job, that's Justina.
Thank you. For the small one is going to be, I don't know, I'm coming. Like the length divided by 2. Yes, it's like it's stopping at the, can you guys see? It's like half of the big one. And then this one is not a full flay. It's like half flay.
Ishoma, you are welcome. I love all your tutorial. I see Choma.
Happy? Looks like
okay.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one is like half circle, not a full circle, but the inner one is like full circle. Give me 1 minute. Sally, shake this thing for me. Full and half. Yeah, full and half. So the upper part is half circle, the inner one is full circle. Okay, so the length of the smaller one is going to be half of this 24. Half of 24 is going to be 12.
Esther. Okay, Chuku, you are welcome.
So now everything is clear. Let's keep this one aside and cut the flip. We'll start with the longer one.
Good afternoon, I've missed. That's in Keshi.
Okay, she. Look at
First
it.
one look like high-low.
We are going to do everything. Don't worry about it.
That's sharing.
It's an half. It looks like an half circle.
Kuma is saying, I'm now a channel supporter. Please celebrate me too. Yes, she's.
What's her name?
Rachel.
Rachel Peperente. Sugar.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. So you're going to fold this fabric into 4. Fold into 4. That will be joining by the 2 sides.
And Lucy is saying, I have a big problem of cutting half circle and full circle.
Now your problem will be solved.
Just pay attention.
In this class. Your problem is going to be solved in this class.
Rachel saying, you're welcome. The zeal of the Lord. Rachel, welcome on board. Preparing for you.
Yes, so this is folded into 4. It's folded into 4.
Sandra, I already started practicing it. That's Modupe Adenuga telling Sandra.
Okay.
The zeal of the Lord. Amen. Problem ends today.
Yes. Okay, so now this is what we are going to do. The circumference that we got is 37. So this 37, because the side is going to have joining. Yes, if you want to get that length, the side will definitely have joining. Except if you are using fabric that is not Ankara, that the width is by 60, then you can have the length without any joining by the 2 sides, right? So now we are using Ankara, and then I just assume she's going to use Ankara because the style is Ankara.
Please, how many years of materials you use?
You use 6 years, please. Okay, so the circumference is 37. So because it's going to have joining by the 2 sides, the allowance you need to add it to it. So half here, half here, half here, half here. That's extra 2. So add extra 2 to the circumference. So 37 plus 2 will be 40. 37 plus 2 will be 39. So this 39 is just divided by 6.28. 6.28.
Okay, my sister, Sandra, you need to practice all what you're too tired. That's okay. That's
I'm coming now. 37 plus 2.
Goodness.
That is 39 divided by 6.28. And that's going to be 6.2. Okay? 6.2. So what you need to do is just to come to this part. You see here is unfold. This side is open. So rotate your 6.2 like this. 6.2, 6.2, 6.2, 6.2, and then 6.2. And then the length we said we want is 24. So from here, just measure the 24 inches downward. 24. My own folding no reach 24. I have 22 and a half. Please, when you are doing your own, make sure you have your 24 right here. So I only have 22 22, exactly 22 here. So I'll just make do with it because this is like illustration. It's not as if we're gonna wear it. So make sure when you are doing your own, measure that 24 complete. So if it's not folding enough, refold and make sure you have the 24. So go back to the tip like this and measure to your 24. Whatever you have, you continue to rotate. So I'll measure to what I have here, 22, 28 and a half. So this is the longer one. Then you go ahead and cut this out.
How do you get 6.28?
Please, that's a mathematical formula. Oh, so this one, please, before you cut this one out, come up by half an inch. That will be the same allowance for joining it. And then, so this half will be same allowance that you will use and join it to the upper part. Okay? Use it and join it to the upper part. Now, let's cut the smaller one. The smaller one is going to be an half circle, and formula for calculating half circle is radius circumference divided by 3.14. So that place that you use 6.28, you use 3.14. Okay, so the circumference is going to be 39.
Samuel, sure, this is interesting. Thank you, ma'am.
39.
That was for you.
39 divided by.
Please, my thought the folding for 360 degrees here is into 8.
Please don't think. It's into 4 fold for 360 degree play. Okay?
Don't think.
Yes, I'm telling her now. She don't have to stress her brain and think. She should just listen to what I'm saying.
Please remember to click the like button.
Okay, so now the circumference is 37. 37. So you know I added 2 to cut this one because it's going to have joining by the 2 sides, making 39. But this particular one, it will only have 1 joining, and that joining you can either put it at the side or you send it to the back anywhere you like. You understand? So the circumference is 37 plus 1, that will be 38. So that 38, you just divide it by 3.14. That is the formula for calculating the radius of an half circle. We have done full circle, now we are doing half circle. Clear?
Is it of the Lord? Don't think, just follow. She's laughing.
She don't have to think.
Please, what fabric are you using to cut the play?
See, every time I'm cutting now, I'm using lining. So if you want to sew it, you cut it on lining and cut it on your fabric. Sherimo is not in Nigeria, so she said I should not bother sewing it. I should just use her measurements and illustrate. So we are not sewing. Okay. So now somebody should divide it in the comment section. 37 plus 1 divided by 3.14. What will that be? What will it be? What will it be? 37 plus
12.1 for
by
half circle. That's Esther.
12.1.
Solange,
okay.
yes, ma'am, it's clear.
So the circumference is going to be 12.1. So you rotate your 12.1. See, just put it here. Here is unfold. This side is open. So measure 12.1 and rotate. 12.1. Thank you, thank you. If you have not joined the channel supporter yet, please click the join button. Become a channel member. Support me. Show me love. Let me feel your love from here. so that I will know that hey, I have some supporter on this channel. So I will know that I'm not on my own. Hey Joe, imagine my feet blow your wow.
Nkechi is saying we are doing maths 101.
Okay, she leave me alone, I beg. Okay, so the length we calculate is 12, right? So measure that 12. 12 is here. You know, from this thing, measure the 12. And if it's feel you still want it to be longer, you can do that. In fact, let's do 13. I think 13 is nice.
You have one.
Then for the back, it's an high-low for the back. I'm going to do the 13 with extra 5.
Right, good day everyone in the house. How are we doing?
Extra 5.
You're fine. Bright, you are welcome.
Can you see?
Renima, thank you, ma. But the 360 you folded now is into 2.
It's not into 2.
Now,
Please.
not into 4.
No, don't even say what you don't know. It was folded into 4. This one is 180. Half circle. See, don't stress me, oh. See, it's folded into 4. You can still see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that when you open it, you have a full circle. See the flay. Are you not feeling the vibe of the flay? Feel the swag. Full circle. 360-degree flay. Okay? Don't say what I did not say. Before I will bring this thing now and fight you. I'll just go and bring this thing now and
fire you.
Just want to fire you like this.
Yeah.
So whatever you have in front, mark it at the back. This is the back. This open part is the back. And then add extra 5. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to locate the center of this line.
Rachel, no fighting, please.
I'm looking at the center. Center is here. And I'm just going to roll it like this. Can you see?
This is well, sweet Yinka. Allow us to stress you some more.
And then don't stress me, oh. Then I'll just connect. See, let your hand just guide you.
I'm not feeling the vibe of the flay.
No. Don't feel it now. Mamiya, you're on your own. No? See the way I've connected. That's the way you are going to just connect. Let your hand guide you and follow like that. We are not rotating for the down part. We are just going to see.
You manage that, raise up your hand and close your eyes.
So is it clear now? So the next thing you are going to do is to cut this out. When you are cutting it out, don't forget you go up by half an inch.
And Nkechi says someone said it's on fire. Oh my. Bright, wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you. So that is it. You go ahead and cut it.
Museum of the Lord, Mamiya protesting.
Mamiya, or you for you.
Not feeling the vibe.
Don't feel the vibe, Mamiya.
Mamiya.
So please cut it on your fabric, and then in between the fabric and the lining, put your crinoline. There's crinoline in the style.
You say, I'm sorry for the stress, ma. I so much appreciate you.
Just
always.
to get it so that you can curve your hand. It's just like a guide.
Teach
You
us
don't have
with
to
love.
You don't have to see. This is the half circle, and you place them on top of each other.
Yima, you're welcome. No problem.
See, you have your two-step flay. So that's it for the flay. Now the one on the shoulder is just like a circle. Okay, so you cut, I don't know the length that you want it to be though, but let's do this. Just fold
crinoline in only the half circle.
Check now. You check.
That's the zeal of the Lord asking.
Check the down part of the picture. There's crinoline at the down part of the big one also.
Here.
There's crinoline there. See?
The down part is not showing on my.
Okay, it's showing from my own side. Show them. Don't put it in a knot.
Okay.
So are you seeing there's crinoline at the down part of the big one as well as the small one? See, you on your own. Don't ask me what if. I don't want to hear any what if in this class this
Yeah,
afternoon.
now our teacher is sweet.
Thank you. I beg, love it.
The flare is flaring.
Ha.
That's a war.
But
Moderator, if you didn't show your face. Kate. Okay. Noted.
I'm coming. I want to cut the one for the sleeve. See the way I want to cut this one now. That's the way you cut it, and you cut both the lining and the main sleeve with the same fabric. Don't use lining to turn the sleeve. The flare here, don't use lining to turn it. Okay. So fold this one into 4.
It's your fabric.
Fold into 4. The length is going to be, the length here is 9.5, so I will rotate 9.5. Note you will not cut any radius out. It's just going to be circle on its own, like so.
Switching car, well done. That's
Thank you. I need to move.
Mamiya as Kate, I've fired myself already. Okay. As a switching car, we are sorry for the stress. It's not easy to teach. That's Esther.
So 9.5, rotate it, okay? And then
360 is knee circumference divided by 6.4. Sorry, teacher, but I have to ask. I'm taking notes. That's Lucy.
see this one now, you cut 3 of it, 3, 3, 3, and I think they are all the same length. I'm coming. Let me check for you.
Please,
Yes.
which part are you
They are all
cutting now? I just showed you
shoulder.
now, the shoulder. That's what I showed you.
Cutting
just
the
now.
shoulder,
Or sleeve.
shoulder.
If you want.
Cut the shoulder. You cut 3.
You like to
I think
call
it's
it
3. I
sleeve.
don't know. Sherry Moon, decide whether it's 2 or 3. I don't know what is there.
If you don't understand, type in your switch.
Ah.
You will definitely understand. That's your name. Okay. Lucy is saying the Grant 558 is telling Lucy to divide by 6.28. Inka, you're too sweet. Yima.
You're on your own. Or you're for you.
That will give you a full circle. Granted. The zeal of the Lord, it looks like 2.
Okay, so if it's 2, that makes the work easier. So, but note, if it's 2, you are cutting 4 because you use one to turn the other. It's the same fabric you should use to turn it, okay?
Modupe is saying shoulders. Shoulders. Okay.
You're not nice.
Granted. To get half circle, divide by 3.14. Esther at Lucy is 6.28.
So, the strap is just a strap. Cut your strap and do your strap. So this one, when you are done turning with lining, you just place them on top of each other, and then you tag it there like this on your strap, and that will be the end of the tutorial. Thank you for doing business with me, Sherry Moon.
Sherry
I
Moon
love
is
you.
saying Sewing Made Easy by Yinka. Wow, nice one. Are we not going to cut out our darts at the top area? Well done, man. That's a little more.
You are not
That's
cutting
it,
out your dart. You are catching your dart.
Thank you for your explanation.
All this thing now, there's something you are doing with your
We hear moderators say we are fired.
Once
Okay.
and So when you are sewing the dart, you sew your dart. You know the way you sew that now. You people, you don't know how to sew that again. Catch
Thank
your
you,
dart.
sweeting
You
car.
sew your dart.
This
This one, you sew your dart.
bye. Thank you very
Sew your
much.
dart.
Awoa and
Sew your
Sherry
dart.
Moon is saying thank you.
Bye everyone.
you,
Stay
everybody.
sweet. See you tomorrow. If you want to sponsor the class, feel free to do that. Reach out to me, and then I will illustrate whatever side you want me to illustrate. Do have a wonderful day. Bye for
Bye.
now. That's my